There's no more crawfish. I've been putting rocks on top of the dwarf hairgrass, trying to kill it off. I know I can't, but crawfish was too destructive for my small aquarium. He was a very helpful cleanup crew, in my opinion, but he just got too big for the tank. I do recommend keeping a crawfish in your planted tank if you have a big enough planted tank. And you should only have one unless you have a really big tank. Then you can maybe have a pair. And they won't get along until it's time to breed. But yeah, with crawfish, it's actually pretty neat. You can leave dead fish in your aquarium, and it can actually make it to where your planted tank can become completely like self-sufficient, like no messing around with it, you know, except for just feeding the fish. Because what you can do, you can cut the plants, you can put them like what I did. I put them in the back, dry them out. I would throw them in there. And you don't want to just throw them in there because, you know, what's going to eat them? Snails are going to take forever to eat them. Crawfish will eat them in like 2 days. Turn it straight to sediment. And there you go. You don't have to keep on buying Excel fertilizers because you're not just taking the plants out and subtracting from the system. So if you have crawfish in there, maybe he might eat the plants for you, so you don't need to trim, but you might want to trim the ones that are overbearing. And if you dry him out, he does get more food, and it's more calories for him because plants don't have a lot of calories. But yeah, Gambusia hybrid fry. Let me see. It's gonna be very difficult for me to spot one for you on camera. Oh, there's one. That's one. Wait, no. That's one for sure. It's rubbing up on the leaf. Well, nothing's really showing a whole lot of color yet, so I'm not gonna really chase it around the tank. I can tell which ones are which for sure. I can tell which ones are the Gambusia hybrids, and they're showing unique traits because I grew their mothers up from fry, and I'm seeing a lot of behavioral differences. And in the fins, as they're growing up, it's different. They have a more yellow hue to their fins, and they have spotting in some pretty peculiar places, like on the top of their paddle fin or whatever you call it. But they are definitely showing hybrid traits, and I certainly have a hybrid because I've only kept the Gambusia with Endler males. So we have most likely a wild type Endler Gambusia hybrid. So yeah, and we have a whole lot out in the pond that I know are from the Gambusia and not mixed with actual Endlers. I'll give an update as soon as everything starts coloring up. As soon as I see these normal Endlers coloring up, I'll try and maybe separate some males and get a male only tank and really keep my eye on them.